After spending 18 months in an RV and traveling nearly 15,000 miles.
Like, oh my God.
We want to share our top 7 road trips in the US. That's right, Mr. and Mrs. Road Trip are back, baby. From glaciers in the west to tropical waterways in the east, it's time to hit the road and enjoy these 7 destinations that are truly the definition of America the Beautiful.
And watch till the end where we show you one secret Alaskan road trip that no one is talking about. Number 7, South Dakota.
So I was out here shooting a time lapse and the cold front came through and oh my God, it is absolutely insane. Look at this.
This underappreciated, beautiful land is a hidden gem in the US. It's home to Badlands National Park, Mount Rushmore, and the Black Hills National Forest. The Badlands National Park is filled with these amazing geological formations that are so fun to walk through. And right outside the national park is one of our favorite boondocking sites that is actually known as the Badlands Boondocking Area on Google Maps.
It's another beautiful day in the Badlands. I mean, when you wake up to this view, I have no words. This is just pure magic, and there's this energy in the air that is magnificent.
Right next to the Badlands is the Black Hills National Forest, home to one of the narrowest tunnels we've ever seen. Don't worry, we made it. And plenty of friendly animals crossing the road. It's also home to the famous Mount Rushmore.
Number 6 is Glacier National Park. Now, this massive 1,000,000-acre park is perfect for any road tripper. It is home to one of the most iconic roads on this entire list, the Going to the Sun Road. It's also known as the Sun Road, and it's the main artery of Glacier National Park. It's 50 miles long, but it takes 1.5 to 2 hours to drive it one way due to all the turns, beautiful views, and traffic. So take your time. And while you can drive the road in under 2 hours, you'll want to spend several days here so that you can enjoy all of the amazing hikes and beautiful views. Some of our favorite hikes were St. Mary's and Virginia Falls.
Woo!
Swimming in Lake McDonald, and the infamous Highline Trail, a massive 15-mile hike with 2,600 feet of elevation gain. However, it's an out and back trail, so if you don't feel like going all 15 miles, you can turn around at any time. And the Highline Trail, you'll read on a lot of blogs that it's really scary because there's a big drop off. As someone who's afraid of heights, the trail was wide enough for me to feel very safe. We even encountered a mountain goat on the trail.
Yeah. We were coming down the trail and
And it was on the trail, and I was like, oh man. So I went up the mountain thinking I'd get out of his way, but then he went up the mountain because that's his territory.
And while most of the trails are heavily hiked, it's best to have bear spray with you on the trails.
Number 5, Maine. For the ultimate road trip in the Northeast, head to Maine for incredible food and the great outdoors. We recommend starting in Kennebunkport, then heading to Bar Harbor and Acadia National Park. And you should end in Portland. If you have extra time, be sure to head to the Woods Treehouse in Norway, Maine. That's such a cute little place. Kennebunkport is one of the cutest towns we've ever been to. It's the quintessential coastal town of your Maine dreams. You'll find delicious food here, like the Clam Shack. Order the lobster roll and the fried clams. The Ramp Barn Grill, again, order the lobster roll and clam chowder, and grab cocktails at Striper's Waterside Restaurant.
I'm sensing a theme with these lobster rolls.
Yeah. Next, head north to Acadia National Park to enjoy the great outdoors. Hike the Cadillac Mountain North Ridge Trail, which is 4 miles in length and has an elevation gain of 1,100 feet. And don't forget to head over to the Jordan Pond House for some popovers and tea.
All right, we are at the Jordan Pond House, and they are world renowned for their popovers, which is a glorious doughy pastry.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at this.
Lastly, head to the capital of Portland. It's the capital of the state of Maine, but I think it's also a culinary capital of the United States. You have to go to Eventide for local oysters, tuna crudo, and the lobster roll. Oh my goodness, I still dream about that lobster roll. It's so good. The brown butter, oh, it's amazing. Also, Portland is known for its breweries, so you'll want to park that car and head out for a day of tastings. It has approximately 11.3 breweries per capita, which makes it one of the leading craft brewery cities in the entire US.
Before hitting the road, there is one thing you'll definitely need. Whether you're driving from San Diego to San Francisco or just zipping to Zion, we always recommend having travel insurance. Our go-to insurance for the past 3 years has been Allianz Travel Insurance. For road trips, we love the rental car damage protector and the One Trip Prime. Plus, we love their Elise travel app for easy 24/7 support. Allianz covers travel delays, lost baggage, and medical expenses, and the plans are super budget friendly. We recently had to cancel a trip due to an illness, and after submitting our claim in the Elise Travel Smart app, our funds were back in our bank account within 2 weeks.
Okay, this next one brings back such great memories. Number 4 is Alaska. Now, one of the greatest American road trips is the Alaska road trip through the Kenai Peninsula. The Kenai Peninsula is located south of Anchorage and the Chugach Mountains, and it is where many cruises either begin or end. And while it's known amongst local Alaskans, it's often overlooked by tourists. And this is where you go to experience adventures such as halibut fishing, hiking, bear viewing, seaplanes, and whitewater rafting. We recommend starting the road trip in Anchorage and heading out to the Homer Spit.
We're on the spit. Crazy.
Now, the Homer Spit is a long, narrow finger of land jutting 4.5 miles into Kachemak Bay. It feels like you're at the end of the world. Stop at the Little Mermaid for delicious dining and have a duck fart shot. Yeah, I said that right. A duck fart shot at the Salty Dog Saloon.
All right, guys, so the first stop is a staple of Homer in Alaska, the Salty Dog Cafe. If you can't tell, it is dungeness, it's dreary, it's low ceilings.
And Cardi B would love it here because there's money.
The Homer Spit is still one of the most beautiful places we've ever camped. Great memories. Next, go to Cooper Landing and Seward and the Kenai Fords National Park. Eat at Thorin's Showcase Lounge, grab local Alaskan oysters at the cookery. Those were so good. I had no idea that Alaskan oysters existed, and they are amazing. And drink coffee at Resurrect Art Coffee House. That Breville, do you remember? Oh, not Breville. Breve.
Breve.
So good.
Number 3, the Florida Keys. Now, this is one of our favorite places in the United States, especially if you're looking for a slice of the tropics without needing a passport.
We saw our first sea cow.
Key West is the southernmost tip of the continental US, located only 90 miles north of Cuba. Bordered by both the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, Key West has soothing tropical breezes and the highest average temperature in the US, which makes it a perfect year-round travel escape. While you're in Key West, we love Blue Haven with alfresco dining, live music, and arguably the best key lime pie in all of Key West. In Isla Mirada, you'll want to check out the Hungry Tarpon. This is laid-back, barefoot dining at its finest. Located right on Robbie's Marina, there's a mixture of food vendors, a restaurant, bar, outdoor shops, and of course, tarpon feeding.
Okay, number 2 is America's Wild West of Utah and Arizona. Now, this road trip covers some major bucket list destinations. Usually a 2-week trip goes like this. Start in Vegas, baby, and then drive to Zion National Park, spend a few days there, and if you're adventurous, be sure to hike the Narrows and Angel's Landing, one of the scariest hikes in the United States. And then head to Bryce National Canyon to walk amongst the hoodoos.
Oh my gosh, how big these are. When you're up on the rim, you have no idea the enormity of these hoodoos. When you're down here, you feel this big, and it's a good feeling.
Watch out for the thin air though, because elevation here is around 9,000 feet. Now, after that, head to Moab, Arches National Park, and Canyonlands for some of the most stunning rock formations. It's gorgeous there, my goodness. And after seeing some of the best national parks in the US, drive through Monument Valley for an out-of-this-world experience. Seeing Monument Valley in person is surreal. There is no other land formation like this. And if you're like most people, you'll want to stop for an iconic photo like this. And then lastly, end your road trip by renting a boat at Lake Powell, which is home to more stunning rock formations. Here you can explore the iconic Antelope Canyon. And now there are a few ways you can explore Antelope Canyon, and here they are. Number 1, you can explore Upper Antelope Canyon via the lake. You can kayak here, or like we did, you can rent a boat. This is amazing.
It's just us and a few kayakers, and this is absolutely incredible to be able to hop right off the boat onto the shoreline and go into one of nature's most incredible natural formations, Antelope Canyon.
Or 2, outside the lake, you can explore Lower Antelope Canyon via a guided tour. And you have to have a guided tour here because this part of the canyon is on Navajo land, and these tours start at around $55 a person. Now, in our humble opinions, this trip is best to do in an RV. And if you don't have one, you can always rent one through Outdoorsy or RV Share.
And we'll put a link below for those. We saved the best for last. The PCH Highway 1 in California. This is the road trip of your dreams. This is California's Highway 1, aka the Pacific Coast Highway. This north-south highway spans 656 miles. If you start in Los Angeles, make sure to check out the beaches in our old stomping grounds of Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach. Then head up the coast to Santa Barbara and Montecito, home to Oprah, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry. Go wine tasting on this Santa Barbara Urban Wine Trail. For food, dine at the Lark in Santa Barbara, so good. And as you make your way up the coast, stop at the Hearst Castle in San Simeon to tour where the publishing tycoon William Randolph Hearst built this epic estate in 1919.
Then on to Big Sur, Carmel by the Sea, and Monterey. This area is straight out of a romance novel. It is stunning. Now in Big Sur, be sure to make your way to McQuay Falls and Pfeiffer Falls Trail. Grab croissants at the Big Sur Bakery.
We got a croissant and a maple bacon bow.
So it's their croissant bread with bacon, as you can see, and then it's maple glaze. Oh my God.
Enjoy a gorgeous dining experience at Nepenthe and try the local Pinot Noir from Santa Lucia. If you can go camping in Big Sur and swing a stay in Big Sur itself at a fancy hotel like Post Ranch Inn or Ventana, or even at a campground like the Riverside Campground, it really adds on to the experience. And pro tip, try to fill up on gas before you head into Big Sur because the prices increase massively in the area. Now, Carmel by the Sea is the quintessential Central Coast California town. We love long weekends spent exploring the rugged and romantic coastline, the delicious dining options at the plethora of wine bars, grab martinis at Aw Shucks Oyster Bar.
Oh, so good.
And lastly, before you head out, head north to Monterey to check out the iconic Monterey Aquarium. Trust us, it's one of the best aquariums on earth.
If you like this list, let us know your favorite down below in the comments.
Or did we miss any epic road trips? Let us know. Tell us so we can go hit the road again. Thanks, guys.